Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to VanillaTV for the third map and the conclusion of this ETF2L 6-on-6 Nations Cup semi-final. The other semi-final is going to be Sweden versus USA to be played on Sunday, which I would also like to cast, but it's unsure yet in VanillaTV who's actually going to cast that. But please watch that. It's probably going to be at 8 or at 9 CST. That's Central European time. Please, obviously, check that out, what kind of time that is for you. It's going to be on Sunday, and straight afterwards, pretty much like the ETF2L Season 13 is going to start. It's going to take like 1 or 2 weeks, and then we're back in full action mode pretty much any day of the week, so stay tuned here at twitch.tv/VanillaTV. Now that we got that out of the way, guys, also check the plugging things we have on the right side. I cannot really, I don't really know all the names specifically, but on the right side, from where you're watching the stream right now, on vanillatv.org, or downstairs if you're watching it, or on the left or something like that. I have no idea exactly where it is on our Twitch main page. But you can see buttons for like Facebook and Twitter and everything. Follow us there. You will get notified if we ever go live and anything like that. Now, Denmark is ridiculous.
This map is anything. I'm just going to say that right now. Anything can happen in this map. You thought Snake Water was so weird. This is going to be weirder. Is that even a word? I don't know. I'm making new words up right now. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That's how good this match can be. And we've got 1,000 people. I know the game's probably going to start very shortly. We've got 1,000 people in Twitch. I want to hit STV as well. Come on, people. We don't know who's going to win this. It's going to be close. Who's going to the final? England or Denmark? Let us know, please.
I've seen many comments today saying that if it goes to 3 maps, I'm expecting Denmark, but I'm also sure. Like, Granary is a map where just experience really plays a role, because it is. I would like to say it's an easy map to play, but it's also a very easy map to lose if you mess up. Because if you play standard, you will win against a team who messes up. The whole thing is that Denmark should not mess up. The middles are very soldier-focused, not scout-focused, so Quad and Helberg are going to be less important, but Natural and crizzl are going to be more important going into this middle, and we're going to see how that's going to work out. The Hat and boomeh, 2 fantastic soldiers for Team England, so they're going to play a massive role onto these middles, and winning middles really is the way to just win maps. I mean, we can probably put it that way.
Not really in this map. I mean, I know what you're saying. I mean, everything you just said is 100% true, but in this case, it's 95% false. I know that the Scout's not going to be really aggressive and a key fact on the middle. Scouts will be playing a lot of cleanup crew, and that's where I feel Quad is going to be the key factor on this mid. You could talk all about how the soldiers are really aggressive on this mid. It's a soldier mid, we will admit that. I can see Quad being the key factor on this mid point. That's what I feel, because just pistol, scattergun, fish, bat, whatever you want to use.
Well, in a way, like the standard scout meta, for people who have no idea, metagame, by the way, very simply just means what people are doing nowadays. The scout meta on Granary at the moment is that the scouts go up top, they walk to this sort of balcony area overlooking the middle, both sides have one, and the scouts just pistol anything that show up, usually a demo man, or just anything that's within their sight range. Knowing Quads and Helberg's pistols from the past map, though, if they hit a high percentage, and with that I mean a higher percentage than Greg and Stark do, that usually means that they're going to be very nicely, prepared for when their soldiers and Dome hit the middle.
Yeah. I mean, look at the Twitch as well. A lot of people think Denmark's going to win this. I mean, are we really? Wow. I mean,
people are rooting for the underdog, man, of course.
I know. I mean, I've just got this weird feeling that after losing, I mean, it was basically 2-1. Okay, it was 3-1 at the end, but it was a 2-1 map, that last map. Is that
just close and all over the place?
Is that going to affect it?
I don't know. I think Granary is a little bit of a weird map. Granary is still in Season 13, is it? Yeah, it is. Gravelpick got voted out and Process got in.
That's a silly question. Granary
no, actually,
in the system.
Like, apart from Process and Turbine, right? I think Granary is like the map that everyone wants to get rid of, including me. I'm a true believer of the fact that Granary just had its time, but the way it's being played at the moment, it has some sort of future, but it's very limited. I really feel that is kind of the way it is.
But it's fast-paced. I mean, what we've seen in the Nations Cup so far, mainly because it's been the Americans.
Yeah, we've watched the Americans.
Is like 10-point matches. I mean, there's nothing saying that these guys are going to do that, or aren't going to do that. I mean, the issue we have with Granary is just the meta game of the Europeans. Hi, NA, how are you doing? I know your meta game's different. The meta game of Europe is just so passive that it's so stalematy when it, if nothing's happening.
Yeah. Well, anyway, both teams have gone live. Yeah, they actually
have.
There you go. So we are going to start right now, and obviously, as we start, I always want to say welcome everyone here to VanillaTV. As you just heard the pre-game talk, you heard us discuss Granary, but we're going to discuss the teams. Team England in the blue up against Team Denmark in the third map, the decider map, the sort of conclusion to the semi-final of the ETF2L 606 Nations Cup, as the Danes are going to try and overcome the English, but they're not starting off well here, Skully.
They're not starting off well. Oh, an air shot from boomeh! It had to be an air shot. Must be an air shot or a wall shot, but Byte does go down, and I really am surprised that Byte went down because he played the high ground, and the Danes were so aggressive, waiting for him on the floor, that he wasn't there, and I apologise. I thought that was an air shot from where I was looking on my third-person angle. It looked like an air shot. It was off the wall with splash damage. Damn it.
I was actually watching Natural an entire middle, and he was the one taking down Byte. He just kind of sneaked around the right-hand side. Byte is going crits, and he thinks he has an advantage, but he doesn't. That is the way it is. That is very simply the way it is. I think he has about a 2-second window. Are the English actually... Yeah, the English are actually going to be brutal here. Never mind. Screw advantages. They're just going to go for it. And helberg doesn't make the shot, but he does get hacked down. And as we have a 2-for-0 exchange, I think the Danish are going to be completely fine. The reinforcements of the English are coming in, though, and it's going to be 2-for-1.
boomeh.
Yeah,
boomeh here. boomeh. Oh, my God. boomeh against Natural. Surely not. Surely.
No way. 2 versus 18. No way.
No. Surely not. I could... One rocket. That's all it was. One rocket versus one shotgun.
That was... Actually, that is... I'm just thinking about this now. Skully, you know what just happened? And I'm actually just realizing this. I just realized how stupid I am. It's to get the advantage.
Yeah.
It's to 100% get both medics out of the way and get that crits advantage. That was the sole reason they pushed in there. It was not to cap. Yeah, obviously if you can cap, it's perfect. But the sole purpose was not to cap. The sole purpose was to get this. Look at the advantage, the crits advantage that they have. They let a heavy go from the top as well. By both scouts, they're gonna drop down. The heavy's gonna come alone from top, and then let a demo crits in from right. Here we go. Here we go, Skully.
Here we go. Nothing there. Oh, you see, there's 2 there. Maybe a couple more. He's going to try and get something. Numlocked is trying to get as much as he can, but there's already action on the point. Too much focus on the crit demo, man. Everything on the other side was just right there. Wow.
England screwing over the Granary meta game.
Screwing over the meat.
Yeah, I was almost going to say meta, but it's just a bit of a scout term, isn't it?
It's right, though. I mean, Byte, grow some hair and have our Albert Einstein hair. That was some fantastic game work there. If that's you. You are a mastermind. Right.
So, 1-0 for the English at the moment. The Danes are going to have to pull it back together. They kill Byte on middle, though. That's a start, but they obviously need to kill some other players as well. Both scouts, both down and reach the middle. Now the soldiers are going to come in. Right-hand side seems to be a way of choosing for Team UK. Is it going to work, though? It seems like the Danes are perfectly defended so far.
He's down.
And I think they got this middle.
Look up for the danger, and Byte had to pull out. He was high on the high ground, using the arrows to keep numlocked alive. But wow, you want to talk about aggression? Look at Quad and Phil. They are still low. Where is Quad, actually? Is he capping? I mean, he is capping, but wow, you want to talk about aggression? They walked around to the other side. That's some real big aggression. Look, they're still aggressive. That was Dr.Phil wanting to do it. And look, are they going to go for it's almost like an Epsilon-style push where they send everybody at the top and just let them come from the top? Maybe they are. I mean, they are.
Epsilon does that quite a bit, but I don't really feel like that is the way that they should be playing. They should just kind of do their own thing. Give the scouts a buff and let them play from the left side on their own, pretty much. See, the English actually, numlocked poking out on Z entrance a little bit, but the English need to be a little bit careful here. Dr.Phil can have stickies pretty much anywhere. Greg is sitting in drop.
Oh, wow, they move it off already. They tried to get a force, and they got the force to red. It's a bit of baiting at the moment.
Greg is in baiting in.
Numlocked's been pushed out, though. He could get Numlocked, goes down from the stickies. They still got a bit of Uber left, though. Yeah, Greg may be down there, but what can Greg do? Greg can't do anything.
I think that scout play from the English scouts was just pointless. I think it was wrong. They made the wrong decision. They went too far backwards. And now they lost the second point, and they're possibly going to lose last as well. As right now, Dr.Phil... Oh my God, great shot from boomeh. Is it going to be enough, though, as the Danish are assaulting here on this last point?
Oh, maybe.
And the quad pistol, numlocked, is he going to save the day? It looks like yes.
F2 in one needle. F2 going to catch F2. F2 with the Iron Man.
F2 himself, and that's going to be on YouTube later today.
I've got to say
all is going to be the scoreline, Skully. The Danes, the Danes.
If this is the Danes' last match, this is F2's swan song as medic, as he's not playing medic next season.
It's going to be his last game as medic, probably. Yeah, unless he gets like an offer you can't refuse, I guess.
And damn, what a way to go out, hey?
Unless they win this, obviously, he plays medic in the final. But here we go, third middle now coming up. It seems like the damage from the Danes is high. Look at numlocked, he was half health. Had to take the med pack immediately, and it looks like Quad's aim just a little bit too good, taking down Greg immediately, and helberg taking down Hat. It's 3 for 3 at the moment. No, 3 for 4 actually. I'm sorry, I'm completely lying here. And Quad again, like you said it before the game, I didn't believe you. I lied. Excuse me, Skully. You were right. The scouts are ridiculous.
Redonkulous, you mean?
No. We're not going to go that far just yet.
I want to say something though, because I've realised, look, they're going round on the left. They're putting into a small passageway. Yes, that means the soldiers have got smaller room for splash, but it means smaller area for the scouts to do damage. They are playing to Quad and helberg's strengths. That is what they are doing right now. That is why they are winning. That's why they won the last mid, and that's why they won this mid. And that is just how they're going to do it now. And you can see England won it. Well, maybe they tried to like fight it last time. Didn't work. And even now, look, Uber versus Uber. What's going to happen here? We don't know. If anything like last time.
The Danes are kind of debating their strategy at the moment. They're kind of realizing, like, we can push, but we also realized that the last time the English pushed on us, we killed them. So we might just want to wait here for 10 seconds. If they push out again, just kill them and win. Because that's what we did last time. So obviously they're waiting around a little bit. Now that they're realizing the English are not going to push, they're going to try and slow push in here from this right-hand side. Getting rid of the stickies, reloading everything. Dr.Phil might have gone here a little bit too early here. He does get the Uber, but he might be a little bit in. He needs to put a sticky on his face to get out of there. It's not going to happen though. Is he going to get cut off? It looks like yes, he's going to be fine. But it's a 2-for-2 exchange. Scout and soldiers down, and Greg, great shot from Greg there. Taking out Quad and possibly saving England there.
It's that, then on the other side, look at that. You've got the Danes on one side, and look at that, and he's left natural. F2 had to run away to leave natural. All he's got is Dr.Phil. They're going to have to give this up now, and we just see the England now. They are slowly walking on. Here they come. They have now got the middle. Dr.Phil can't do anything to prevent that. They're going to have to hold it. Now on the back foot.
Build, Danes. You guys need to build. You're going to be such a like Byte knows right now he has a slight advantage because the only thing the Danes had was a demo man to build. Obviously, it doesn't build very well, but the English have not been building either, so it's fine.
Yeah, but I mean, as we always say, 20%, 5%, 10%, 1%. That's not good enough. You know, they don't like pushing on that in Europe. I mean, I'm saying a lot of stuff that makes our American friends watching happy. I do apologise.
All right, here we're going to go though. It looks like maybe out of position, the Danes. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel the English have a good position here to actually fight on. Can they kill that Danish soldier? They're kind of going to have to, but numlocked seems to be alive. And oh my god, are the Danish actually going to do this? It seems, yeah, it seems like the English are stuck there in that corner, and Byte and numlocked are going to slowly bite the dust here.
F2's got no one though. Byte does go down though. That was expected, but the Danes have only got crizzl and F2. And
great support there from Hat, though. I love that play from him coming out, saving his teammate numlocked, and just working on from there, really. And it seems like the English, they're going to try and push through here. With numlocked obviously sticking everything up, they're going to be fine. They're going to cap this. But the Uber advantage, by far, in favor of the Danes. Is Byte going to do his crit strategy again, though? That's the question for me. He's going to go medigun. He realized the Uber advantage for this is too big. And even if they'd push right now, obviously they probably wouldn't even be able to kill F2 before he reached that.
helberg sniper. helberg is sniper. We're going to see exactly what he's going to do here. Not much, because you've got the doors that open up, which you need someone near them to open them up. So either he's going to ask for Quad to just like, could you open a door for me, please, Quad, you know? Or is he just going to wait and be patient? Because we know that the Danes are just going to have to hold this and just see what happens here. I just heard my voice just go a bit high there. I think I am losing my voice again. But we also see Greg's sniper. Now Greg is looking to say, well, oh, he's baiting what's going to happen here. He has seen the dot. He saw the dot.
I was watching that as well. Helberg definitely. Greg knows Helberg is there, and Helberg probably knows that Greg is there because obviously that door got open. We can see. Look at the health. Everyone is buffed. I love that play. Greg's going to take a risk. He's going to miss the shot, but obviously it was anticipated that he was going to miss that shot. Helberg doesn't have a buff though. That could play into the hands of Greg right now, as he does have more than 150 HP. And it looks like England rotated to top. Skully. They're going to rotate back to bottom right now, kind of messing with the Danes' heads. And it looks like numlocked is want to go to this left-hand side, getting rid of the stickies, now going to move in, and we're going to see how the English are going to play this. Oh my god, great shot. Okay, helberg. That's definitely a pick that they would need, and we can see the Uber immediately into the face of the English. I love this play from F2, Ubering so close to them that a single headshot can rotate everything and quad by... Oh my god! And everything I just said, all the Uber equations down the drain, as, yeah, the Danes are going to cap this, but F2 is down, and there's low health on the Danish players.
The STV, some guy in the STV, I don't know who it was saying, when will Greg realise he's not a good sniper? Well, I think he just made you eat your words, my friend. Look at that headshot, that's just completely turned it in the favour. The Danes do have the advantage, and they have held their second, but what's they going to do? They have got a 40% disadvantage in terms of Uber.
Greg is still playing sniper. I don't know if he died or not. I don't think he did, because that would make sense. Else he would have gone scout. But he is sniper now in this area, and that just seems odd.
Well, why swap when you're up? I mean, he was far back expecting some weird push that the Danes may do, some non-Uber push. Just gonna see what's gonna happen. And you see, now comes the Uber. They have used the Uber straight away. I'm really questioning this call because now look, they're gonna completely stack this, and look at all those sticks on the floor. It does nothing.
Numlocked, they need to kill Numlocked.
Numlocked's behind them. Numlocked gets Dr.Phil. What?
Wow.
And now comes the soldiers. Wow. F2's only got 91. F2 95. F2 has to do something. 98. 98. Can he get an Uber swap? Can he get an Uber swap?
Are you kidding me? Quad? What the hell was that, dude? Oh my god! This is a total massacre. Everything just goes down the drain. And the quad pistol is unbelievable.
Quad and F2.
What the hell is that? I've never seen that before in my life.
Oh my god. Wow.
Can we have an instant replay, please?
Okay. Let's catch our breath for a moment because I'm running out of breath right now. I can't believe that. I'm on. I don't know. Somebody says that me and Pledge are a little bit high. Wow, you've got to just applaud at that play.
That's a quad pistol for a reason. He has a nickname for a reason. That was seriously. I'm not joking when I'm saying I've never seen aim like that before in my life. That was ridiculous. And now, as we go back into the game and we go back to not screaming like a little girl mode, we can see that F2 has an advantage and Greg has gone down. That means that the UK, or England, sorry, has to retreat. They do get the Uber Force in from boomeh, though. That's well played.
They want to go in now. They want to go in. Byte does have it now. Will they go for it? Oh, quad goes down from the sticky. Now comes the England. English are going to push onto this. Look at this. With the Uber, they're going to hold it. The Danes are going to have to pull back here. They do have a couple numbers, though. It is only 5 versus 4. Will they go back in? They're not going to go back in. They will be complacent to hold back here and go for another go. They're really going to start building, though, because I expect... Oh, wow! crizzl does take down Hatch, and the numlocked takes down crizzl. I've got my words twisted there. It's now 5v5, and crizzl is going to be late to the party, so the English will take this on now. I like that play. In fact, it actually helped. Numlocked does go down, though, but Dr.Phil does go down. They are going to have to keep going now. What will the English do? They do have the advantage by one player. They will want to do this. It's 1-0, and they are just holding back again. Another stalemate because they've not been filled. F2, here comes the Danes. They're going to do a
the Danes had a position, like, the English pushed so that the dot push was far out of range, and now you can see, yeah, the Danes are going to push and they're going to rush in both their scouts, but Byte has this Uber ready. It's just the multi-Ubering against 2 scouts. Very difficult to do. Byte managing it perfectly so far. boomeh does have to bite the dust here, though, and Quad on top again with the buff. F2 realizing that the scouts are unbelievably good for the Danes. They're unbelievably hot, both of them right now. If he gives them buffs consistently, this game will be much easier for them, and that's what he keeps on doing. Great play from F2, and obviously, as Trell pointed out to me, like, that Uber saw hit from F2 on last made sure that Quad was able to do the pistol thing. Obviously, I'm not overlooking F2, but that pistol was ridiculous. Wow. Redonkulous, sorry, it's time for Redonkulous now.
Okay, time for Redonkulous. Okay, so here we see now the England will have to play it passively. They can play this passively. They want to go. Look at that. They call if I'm charged. I don't know why. Both teams know they've got Uber, so why would you call that? Quad, what are you doing? Goes down to a simple sticky trap there. That is a pick. They're going to go there. Will the Danes go for a stop? The Danes are just having to push back. They're getting out spammed. And now that will allow Byte to get 95, 97, 100 there. They're going to go now. Dot push. Here it comes.
Yeah, it looks like the Danes are in position to... Oh, look, I like this play. This is what Epsilon used to do for quite a bit of time, is Uber one soldier and one soldier only. Keep your demo man a little bit further back and just make sure you're safe on the second point and then try to out-DM your opponent, out-spam your opponent. But the English are going to try and do the exact same thing. Numlocked needs to either die or get a lot of damage on his face. We can see that they're going to try and do that, though. Numlocked only on 100 HP, 60 HP, 50 HP, 30 HP. Is he going to get shut down? Yes, he is.
Backs it up, double team in there. And actually, didn't they get anything? No, look, England had to pull out. They've got the Uber advantage. They've had to pull out because of it. I'm just going to see, is there anybody hiding? No, because I think Stark's still late early, so... No one hiding because the back cap, that is a key point. You know, back caps win matches in this on Granary, as we all know.
Granary, yeah.
So they are going to stack it, so they've now got it, but look at this. They've not been building. Byte's got the fully charged Uber medic gun ready. And F2's only got 75 now, so what are they going to do? Are they going to push? But they know it's hard to push into this. Staple of the European Granary, you push one way, you push out the other way to make sure. So maybe they might just be waiting for this. And now look, 100%, 100%.
Like, here we go. And this is where Granary gets to the point where I would say this map should not be in TF2 anymore. Like, we've had this loads of times, we've seen this situation loads of times, and while the Americans would just say, let's just push, the Europeans are like, yeah, but if we push, we'll lose. So we just kind of sit here waiting for someone to make a dumb mistake. Which is fair enough, I guess. I mean, it's a fair enough decision, but it creates a very sort of stalematy scenario in which someone has to make a difference, and it looks like the Danes... Well, we have a pause. I know there's a pause, but look at the Danes right now. You can see Dr.Phil plus a soldier, which I presume is natural. Yeah, it is natural. Plus F2 on this sort of right-hand side, to the left-hand side of the English, if you're watching from that.
Double rocket spam there. You've got one rocket from Hat going straight in, almost in, looks like it's going straight for Dr.Phil. And then in the background, you've got boomeh firing a rocket. Eyes as well, Numlocked also looking some really early call there. As you can see, there's an early call of there on the left, well, for England, they'll be calling there on the left. So
you can see everyone looking, right? I mean...
Yeah.
If you, for example, right now, I'm going to ask comedians to do the same. If you look at boomeh's position, that's what I'm looking at right now. You can see everyone is sort of aimed towards that area. And whether or not you push from the left or the right, from attacker's point of view, you will always get an enemy team that looks like this. Able to spam an area in time to make it very hard for you to reach that choke point. That is kind of the problem with Granary in Europe, at least at the moment. You create situations like this quite often. It doesn't matter you're Prem or Div 2 or Div 6. It doesn't matter. Stuff is very hard to play from here on onwards, and you need to have something done. And actually, my friend Train just commented. He said to me, instead of trying to win, you're trying not to lose. And I think that is quite possibly the most accurate thing I've heard about this situation for a long time.
I like that. That's quite a nice way of saying it.
And so I like that, definitely, and we're going to see how it's going to pan out, though, as Stark apparently has rejoined. We're going to see how this is going to go, and oh my...
That rocket went past him! Are you kidding me?
Make a screenshot of this, it's quite funny.
The first rocket just went past him. That's insane. Yeah, there we go, now we're going back into it, and you can see that it was a bait. The Danes have pulled away, so maybe they'll go for a switch, maybe not. You can see the English are looking, now they're switching over. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to be sure. Here's what we know. There's 13 minutes left. They can hold this for, I don't know, probably 10 minutes. Yeah. My HUD is frozen because of, thank you very much, Valve.
Alright, so while this is going on, I'd like to say once again, thanks for joining us here at VanillaTV. We provide European TF2 coverage. Almost never Americans, but sometimes the Americans come over and play European tournaments, like I-46, like this Nations Cup, where they're still involved in the semi-finals against Sweden this Sunday. But please check us out here at VanillaTV, twitch.tv/VanillaTV, and on the left side if you're watching on the Twitch page, on the right side if you're watching at VanillaTV.org, you can find all our links, follow us everywhere, and you can see where you can catch us. Follow me on Twitter, at Patrick Ledge, follow this guy on Twitter, at @_Skully, TEH_Skully, and Comedian, our streamer, our cameraman, the guy you're watching right now, he's
Uber goes down.
community
Uber goes
TF2.
4 straight away. Sorry to interrupt you doing all the nice little stuff. Not exactly sure what we've got in terms of Uber here, but F2's out of position. Oh my word, where's F2's out of position? But that is great, they can't do anything. Great can't get F2. My god, how did F2 survive that? Seriously, how did F2 survive that? And we can see now that it's Stark was the man that dropped. So they're gonna take this point. Stark, we're gonna wait for Stark to come in. Stark now comes in.
Apparently,
So
Byte timed as well, so they're both just rejoining. Both teams are ready. Both teams are ready to rock and roll once again. And we're going to see now from right-hand side, the Danes are pushing on immediately. No Ubers, nothing of the sort. And I think the Danes might retreat. They might not. But they need to get rid of that freaking... Yeah, they are going to retreat out. Is Dr.Phil going to manage?
My god,
Yes!
Helberg
Oh my god.
out. And Dr.Phil could not find the door.
Yeah, he didn't find the door. It took him a while.
But now we're going to see. So, okay, thing is, the Danes have to get this Uber and then use it to block. They can't give this up. And that's exactly what they're doing. Here they go. Ice straight onto Byte. Surely it's done to Byte. Byte! 75. He does get out with 54 health. They do block the point, but at what cost? 11 minutes left.
85, 87, 89. He's 50
Look at
HP.
Numlocked.
He's 50 HP. Byte, are you going to be able to survive this? I think he might be. Yes. Oh my god, boomeh. Absolutely huge, hopping in there, double shocking in the face of Phil and Quad, and just really clutching that by himself. And Byte's going to be completely fine, has the super ready to rock and roll, doesn't even have to use it yet. And right now, everything is basically back to square one. Yeah, the English team has a little bit of an advantage, but the score is 1-1. There's 11 minutes left on the clock. Anything can happen from this point onwards.
Anything can happen. Look at this. It's a momentum-changing map, especially because of how linear. I think that's the right word. Oh, there's a mini air shot there as well. Straight on. That was, I don't know who got it, but crizzl got mini air shot. Quad also went in. I think they wanted to get the pop. They got the pop though. So they sacrificed 2 people for a pop and the middle point.
It's the absolute way of playing. It's the absolute way
right.
of playing, Skully, yeah. Send in 2 players, a scout and a soldier, and figure it out. Try and get that pop. Because 2 players is worth it, but more is not. This pick that helberg has gone down is crucial, because now it's essentially 6 versus 6. Uber, really? You can Uber whatever you want. You don't have the players. They cannot do it. Look.
Oh my god, look at Byte. Surely Byte's going to... Numlocked 6 HP. Finally goes down. Byte has no choice but to pull up the Uber saw. Gets nothing. Wow. But a back cap. They're too far forward. They're too far forward.
It's double soldier, and oh my god.
Oh my
just
god.
Gonna rush in there.
Natural is going to wipe this up. Surely Natural's going to wipe this up.
Don't kill yourself, Natural. Don't do it. Okay,
oh, helberg comes in. Phew. Now, 4 of the England team have spawned up their resupply, which is by their second point. Just for those who have no idea, just for those who haven't been keeping tab, because it is quite interesting to know where these respawn points are. So it's going to be 5 on 6 at the moment. And the Uber advantage is there is none. Yeah. No one's gone crazy.
9.5 minutes left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Anything can happen. The score is 1-1. And once again, to recap, I think the English might actually push this to the... Yeah, they are actually. So I'm going to recap everything later. The English love pushing this. Well, I'm not saying that, but obviously we get a pick here. boomeh taking down crizzl. They're going to push in, and they make sure... Oh, Dr.Phil, can he get the pick? Yes, he can. Okay, he's a little bit weak, though. If the Devil Man can stay alive for the day...
Behind Byte, Quad behind Byte, and none... That's it, Phil gets it. Great call from Quad. That had to be a call from Quad. He was right behind, and you could see Numlocked was... not Numlocked, Phil was straight onto him. Now, where's Greg? Where is Greg and where is Stark? Greg's on drop down. Greg's behind.
Yeah, he's going to have... Stark is kind of hiding as well. Stark is hiding on middle. Stark is going to block this. Yeah, Stark is blocking this. As we can see, Stark is trying to assassinate F2. F2 pops that Uber. Oh, Phil.
Phil does get it. That was very clutch.
That was a nice
clutch there.
That was a nice execution of a proper block. There.
Yeah. Well, it was almost like Hollywood ending there, a couple seconds there. But look at
climax and everything.
Look at this. F2's going to build. He's not building. So Byte's got half of his charge, and Phil. So I want to call him Phil. I'm getting me words twisted because it's so exciting.
The mustache bald guy. Just call him that. That's fine. It's a lot easier than Phil. Either way, let's move on here. As
look at the aggression in the game. Oh, wow.
Wow. Skully, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Seriously, the Danish are like, let's take a page out of the playbook of the English, and it's just not working for them. Like, they are not that... I would almost like to say they're not that good, but it's just they're not the team to do that. And now suddenly, 6-0, game has changed around once again, and England, with a full Uber, with 6 people alive,
Natural spy. No, he isn't. Sorry, I don't know why he was going spy. But yeah, you're right. Full Uber. They need a pick. Are they going to get it? They need a pop, really. Rollers. That's it. Byte's not going to fall for the rollers again. And they're just going to let him. They're just going to let him stay where he is. And I'm just going to see now. We've got quad on heavy, helberg on sniper. It's a standard hit. Here comes the Uber. What can they do? They're all on numlock right now. They've got that on the other side. They've not picked up the soldier on the other side. A lot of chaotic there. They've still got the Uber scouts on the point. They're not touching the point.
It's fine. Yeah. Very standard, very solid though, Skully. Very super solid. And now 2-1 is going to be in favour of the English. And now everyone needs to clear their head. That was a long and drastic round. And now you need to clear your head and play this next middle. I think the English have more experience and they should be better at doing that. But Quad and helberg, they're going to be the players to watch here though. If they can play this middle fine, the Danish can do it.
All depends on where those scouts go and where the others go. We're going to see if Byte goes down, they may have a chance here. Byte is, I don't know where Byte is. Byte is on the bottom, so in the garage area, but crizzl goes straight down. Look at the soldiers playing some dancing there. boomeh goes down and quad goes down. It's going to be 5-on-4. And I don't know, has anyone got Uber? No, no one's got Uber. I think there is no, it's not crits. And the Danes are pulling out. And they were a bad move with 6 minutes to go to pull out, really. You know, especially when they need to stay in. I understand fighting for another day, but especially with a mid of Granary, it is hard to push into that. And look at the aggression already. England have already pulled up, forced off. And look how late the Danes have pulled up. And wow, again, this tactic of just sending one soldier but not pushing away, they're playing it safe. Probably too safe.
Well, the thing is, if you put more aggression in here, Granary is the kind of map where it's very hard to do. And in this sort of scenario, this map is going to play in the hands of the English. Definitely. It's an easy to defend map, a very easy to make sure that you don't make any mistakes map, and the English, they're not going to screw up anymore. They learned their lesson, and the Danish did not use it very well last round. The Danish could have won that last round, and now they're in trouble.
They're in trouble. In fact, basically, this is England's game to lose. This is England's match to lose right now, because really, you can't. It's hard to push into mid when you've got when you're behind. I mean, it's obvious that this is England's map to me. I don't want to say it. I know there's 5 minutes, but basically, the
English
Danes,
go away.
No. The Danes have to do something. That's the thing. The Danes need to do something. England can sit back, put a chair up, set the tea on, put the tea on the coffee. I don't know, jolly good show, sir. Let's have some tea and crumpets. That's what they're going to do. They're English. They're just going to sit back now, part the bus, whatever you want to call it.
4 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock, and yes, the parking the bus has started, and the longer we wait, the more chance the English have of winning. Very simple. We're going to see the Danish, they're going to try and poke on this left-hand side. I think they're going to try and get that pick in, and as soon as it hits 2.5 minutes, that's when they'll officially go if they don't get a pick.
We shall see at the moment. We see a bit of spam at the moment. Just watching, because the Danes are getting desperate, I feel. The Danes are getting desperate.
Well, wouldn't you? I mean, I would.
4 minutes. All the time in the world. I know they've got to get this, but they can just hold on. They can hold on to a minute and still get a golden cap.
Yeah.
To be fair, they shouldn't be looking... Here they go. They shouldn't be looking at trying to get a win. They should be looking at getting a golden cap. No scouts gone behind at the moment.
No. They need to back up. Okay, they're going in. Oh, I think this is a mistake. They're going in. Look at how many players are in that corner. They're just going to die. They're going to die.
Natural goes down, quad is low, quad survived, look at that. Phil goes down, boomeh's got a shotgun sprayed here. Out comes the rocket launcher of boomeh, he's getting a few. boomeh gets F2, boomeh with a double, hat comes in there, and
I'm facepalming in real life, Skully actually was during that entire push.
Yeah.
That was so sad to see, because the Danes, they should have tried to get out of there. Yeah, this is no way, it's going to be 3-1. It is still possible, obviously it's still possible. But... to analyze that slightly, is you'd never go in through a choke point with more than 3 people, because if you do, as soon as you try to retreat out, you're gonna have 4 or 5 people stuck in a door, and a demo man with 2 seconds of Uber is gonna kill everything. That's what happened there. They went with too many people through, and now with 3 minutes left on the clock, the Danes are 2 points down. This is gonna be crazy.
Still doable, but we shall see what's gonna be the standard pistol here, and look how aggressive the Danes are. That's how much they need it. They need to be really aggressive. They've lost quad, they've lost crizzl already now. They have to go back out. That's it. That's the nail in the coffin there. F2 goes down. 2:37 left. and they are almost having another wipe. Helberg and Phil so low, you could almost call that a wipe. This has to be a GG.
I call 6-man for Dr. Okay, never mind. I was like, this guy is a good psychologist, but suddenly he cannot actually play TF2. Yeah, yeah, whatever. This is just pretty much the nail in the coffin, as you said. It's 100% Uber, 4 Byte, 4 Team England, and it looks like the English, despite a very, very heavy game, they're probably going to... Okay, never mind, he drops Uber. This might change everything.
Oh, wow, okay. There's not enough time to push all 4.
It is, but it's almost not.
They're too much dawdling there, so I think they're going to protect the 3-1. I want to say, though, that this is probably... They probably have a third-place playoff game.
Oh, my God. I cannot believe that numlocked was hiding and he actually killed Steph2.
I missed that. I was going to say, there probably will be a third-place playoff, so we will see Denmark again in... I don't want to... I hate stressing it so much, but with F2 playing Scout next season in the lower divs, this is probably F2's swan song. Yeah. And, I mean, to be fair, he has brought up a very nice group of Danes, which... could be faces to see for the future, and Quad, you know, he is a face at the moment. It's nice to see a team like this is what any tournament in any sport, any esport lives for, the underdogs, and it's been lovely to see Denmark put up a great fight, to be fair.
Definitely, yeah. There's a minute left on the clock, guys. Mathematically, the game is now officially over. England has won. And let me be the first one to say congratulations to England. They're going to reach the final of the ETF2L 6-on-6 Nations Cup. As expected, sort of, but they still have to do it. Denmark put up a great fight after that first map, which was a complete whitewash. Denmark got outclassed on all fronts. They let their guard go, and they said, you know what, we might as well give it all on Snakewater. They won it 3-1, and now the game is over, ladies and gentlemen. England is going to make it, and Denmark is out of the tournament. I can presume there's going to be a third to fourth place match, or they're both going to get bronze, but we'll see. The other semi-final, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be on Sunday between Team USA and Team Sweden, which is going to be a cracker as well. Please stay tuned for that on Sunday, as I said, at 9 CEST, I think. Don't quote me on that. It might have been 8, but obviously follow VanillaTV on Facebook, on Twitter. Check out our website at vanillatf2.org and vanillatv.org. So just make sure you follow the news, you follow whenever that game is on. And obviously with ETF2L Season 13 right in front of us, there's going to be loads of coverage coming in here for VanillaTV. I would like to thank everyone for watching. It, as always, has been a blast. My name is Pledge. You can follow me at Patrick Ledge on Twitter. Read about my nerd life and everything. That's fine, and whenever we go live, it's usually me and Skully together. You can find that guy at _Skully, and Comedian, our cameraman, at Comedian TF2. This has been VanillaTV. You can follow us everywhere. Just look us up on the internet.
Press the follow button as well.
Press the follow button on Twitter, on Twitch as well. That'll be perfect, so you can get an email as soon as we go live. That was it, ladies and gentlemen, for us right here at VanillaTV. It is right now very late on Tuesday evening, and this game is over. Congratulations to England. Too bad to Denmark, and it was a great game so far. Thanks everyone for watching. See you guys next time.